is going to be built in the Gambia, and we have a date that is 23rd of July 2022 for the laying of the foundation stone. In the studios later on, I will be joined by Mfali Fadera, who is the head of communications at the OIC Gambia, to expand more on this very important occasion just around the corner. But nonetheless, the Director of Press and Public Relations at the Office of the President, Director Ami Bojang Sisoho, is here in the studios. Now, Director, this is a very important landmark that is set to be, lay the foundation stone for the construction of this highly anticipated five-star hotel. Mm-hmm. We understand that His Excellency, the President, of course, is going to be in attendance. Why?
That's a very interesting question. Mm-hmm. Whenever the President attends an event, mm-hmm. it tells you the importance of that event in his development agenda under the National Development Plan. Mm-hmm. And it tells you that it is something that is dear to him, mm-hmm. and it will also indicate the high-level advocacy mm-hmm. that is involved. Because for the President to come out mm-hmm. on an event to advocate for an issue, it means it is really important for the country. If you talk about the hotel and the laying of the foundation stone, you're talking about a development in the area of infrastructure to be able to host a whole lot of people, especially VIP people coming into the country. Mm-hmm. And it coincides that it is one of the infrastructural development anticipated for the OIC summit in the Gambia. Mm-hmm. It is exciting because of the magnitude of the project. Mm-hmm. It is exciting because it is going to open opportunities for our young people mm-hmm. who are skilled to be able to have jobs during the construction of this magnificent edifice. Mm-hmm. It is also going to be an opportunity for our industry in mm-hmm. terms of tourism to expand beyond the OIC. Because once you have this infrastructure, it's not going to be just for the OIC.
Exactly.
After the OIC, what happens is going to create job opportunities for people in the hotel industry. It is going to create opportunities for people in the agriculture sector. You may ask why and mm-hmm. how. Mm-hmm. Because if you talk about the hotel, you're talking about people wanting to go for organic foods and things like that.
Exactly.
In this day and era, people want to eat healthy, live healthy. Mm-hmm. So that is an opportunity for our young people who are in the agriculture sector to diversify the way they do agriculture, mm-hmm. to think organic, to think of something that is environmentally friendly, mm-hmm. To think of small ruminants farming, poultry farming, because these are things you need in hotels.
Exactly.
You're talking about the artifacts. Mm-hmm. These are things you will need in a hotel like that. Mm-hmm. So if you have an idea of how the Radisson Blu chain mm-hmm. throughout the world, how they operate and the standards they have set, mm-hmm. It's a very exciting project for His Excellency.
They have a brand that they maintain, actually.
Oh yes, and that is why His Excellency is very excited to be part of this historic event.
Good. That's why His Excellency is very excited, and I'm sure Gambians are also very excited, equally like the President. Mm-hmm. But you just said it right now. When the President leaves, he doesn't leave just cheap. He leaves for a reason. Mm-hmm. And the fact of the matter is the President is confirmed to come and lay the foundation stone, which is going to be in Bijilo on 23rd July 2022. Mm-hmm. Are there other important guests that we are also expecting on this important occasion?
We expect the investors mm-hmm. who are behind the project exactly. will also invite their own personalities exactly. who will be there. We expect the OIC team in the country, of course. Mm-hmm. You have the committees and all the VIPs in the country. We expect that most of them will be present mm-hmm. Because this is a national thing.
Exactly.
It's an achievement for the Gambia. Mm-hmm. It is going to boost the image of the Gambia. It's going to be the landmark points for Gambians to identify with. So it is very important that we have personalities coming out to join the whole ceremony. They join the cultural, groups that will be there to entertain the people. But the most important aspect for me is the impact it will have on the lives of Gambians and people living in the Gambia. For me, that is a very important point, and it is something that the president, it resonates with him.
Good. Now, Director, a few years ago, you would not have thought of having this important, magnificent edifice. Most of the time before, when you travel, you get to realize that you attend very, important functions at magnificent locations, but you realize that the country was not actually blessed with this kind of infrastructures where we could host, important events like this. But this time around, we have the Radisson Blu, which is also going to be part of the OIC project. How fascinated are you about this project itself?
Personally, I am, because whatever will bring development into the country is something I am excited about. Whatever we as a country and as a government, what you want is to have the best for your people. So if you can have such projects in the country, it is something we should all be proud of as Gambians and people living in the Gambia. Because there are other people who may not necessarily be Gambians, but who will enjoy what this project will bring. And it is important that Gambians take the opportunity and make best use of this opportunity that is available for such projects to be in the country.
Good. Now, you spoke about an issue which was like you actually preempt where I was going to, but nonetheless, being a communicator, I can understand. You spoke about youth participation in this. This is a multi-million-dollar project, happening or going to happen in the Gambia. Immediately the president lays the foundation stone. And of course, we've spoken about, job opportunities, from the construction stage, even after the construction, of course, there will be opportunities where people will be employed, and these are going to be Gambians, or Gambians would obviously be a priority or be a part of it. We have this program, and I'm sure a lot of young people out there are watching. What is your message to them?
My message is enhance your skills, be prepared, as we say in the scout world, and be prepared, be engaged, be proactive to exploit the opportunities that are going to be available as far as this project is concerned. Because we have realized a lot of young people are now into the farming through these youth enterprise programs and the youth empowerment programs. We have also realized that they have special skills that they will need, and we should make best use of it. But you have to go out for it. We should not sit down and wait to say, okay, I'll wait to be called. Nobody is going to call you individually. This is something you are part of because you are a citizen. There's some opportunity out there. Find out, get the information, and try to be part of the project, whether it is in the skilled jobs or whether it is in the professional jobs, because all these are going to be part of a long-term process, because by the time the project is completed, a lot of other professional skills will be needed. And all these are opportunities for Gambians to make best use of. We have had experiences and stories about projects being started in the Gambia, but when it comes to the human resource part of it, the skilled people, mostly they find it difficult for Gambian youths to be part of that. They will have to some extent, go outside and beyond our borders to look for skilled people who will be there to work with them in the masonry and other areas that they will need in terms of submersive construction work. So I'm just employing all the youths to take the opportunity. Let them not wait, especially those who have gone through the GTTIs, those who are self-employed. They've already have the theoretical aspect. They might have even been exposed to the practicals. Let them take this opportunity and make best use of it. It is an opportunity for the Gambia and for Gambians, and that is why we should make best use of it.
It is an opportunity for the Gambia and for Gambians. I think that is a catchphrase there. It's an opportunity for us. us. And I would just want to reiterate what actually you just said earlier on. We have seen, and we keep saying it, that, time of recent, there have been a lot of projects that have been inaugurated. These are multi-million-dollar projects that honestly they have been inaugurated, and most of the time when you go to see ongoing works in these projects, I am not saying non-Gambians should not work in these facilities, because we have Gambians working in other countries also, but you get to realize the bulk of people who work in some of these sites, people who are non-Gambians. And like you said, sometimes some of these contractors had to go out and even bring people to this country. The issue of unemployment, for me, I believe there is employment in this country. It's a matter of selective way of getting a job. And I think it's high time that we rethink ourselves as country, as young people, and at the end of the day, take up these jobs. I remember chatting with someone. He was like, if there is an opportunity to come back to this world again, I will not choose to work in an office. I would choose to take up a skill employment. So, he was like, I work in the skill sector. He had this carpentry workshop, which he grew from a young age and developed. He would be looking at us and telling us, I am earning more than 4 to 5 times of what you earn in a single month. I'm like, oh my God, what is exactly going on?
Yeah, that's
so I think this is a clear opportunity. There is this enabling environment for people to thrive. But also, when we look at young people, I think it's important to also talk about young ladies also, as far as these sectors are concerned, to give them the boost and the confidence to also take up these challenges. I think they are not also left behind in this.
Yeah, because if you look at the TVEC program, it's open to both the boys and the girls.
Exactly.
And it is an opportunity. I remember when the president visited one of the projects, you saw the young girls who were in the electrical work. There were others who were in the mechanical. So that means that they know that this opportunity is there, and there should be no gender barrier as far as the opportunity is concerned. It is out of interest that you will be able to engage, and that is something we should encourage all our youths, whether they are men or women. And we should also look at the issue of jobs. As you said, we can be selective, but we should also be open-minded as to what we can do to earn a living, because every job is about dignity. If you can have your dignity by doing a particular type of job, I think that is very important. It's better than people looking low and upon you because you are not employed, because you earn for yourself, you're always begging for support here and there. It undermines the dignity of the person. So I would encourage the young people to be open-minded, because if you look at all the developed countries, the type of infrastructure you have there must have been developed with the support of the human resource base, and the youths are the base as far as I am concerned. These are the people who have the strength, they have the energy, and they have the opportunity. So we should make best use of this opportunity as far as young people are concerned.
That is quite important there. And I think that also added to that is the issue of knowledge transfer. When you work in some of these projects, you also tend to learn from the investor how they have done it. And honestly, we have seen Gambians, prominent Gambians who have actually made it here, and they have not made it anywhere apart from this country. So I think the enabling environment is there for people to thrive. But now, I want us to talk about the day itself. It's July 23rd, which actually falls on a Saturday, and His Excellency the President will be there. What are we expecting in terms of timing? In terms of also coming there and who invitations, is it open and stuff like that?
The invitation is organized with from the OIC end, and they'll be the ones responsible for that aspect. But for the timing, I think is very important, because we are all aware that His Excellency President Adama Barrow is very time conscious. Whenever there's a program and he's told the time, he will want to be there on time. So when you see any likely delay, most of the time is from the organizational point of view, when they will have to inform him that the people are settled for him to be able to come. So therefore, knowing that he is time conscious, we will appeal to the public to ensure that they are on time. When they say 4 o'clock, that means 4 o'clock people should be seated, so that His Excellency can be there on time, so that the program starts on time and we will be able to finish on time. That is very important. it is a program that we will expect that a cross-section of the society will be there, and that means that everybody will be excited to know what is this project all about, how it's going to benefit the people, and also its importance to the country in terms of socio-economic development. These are very important things that we need to look forward to, and we also need to be aware that when we develop our country, it will attract a lot more people into the country. And in this day and age, when we are talking about African integration, it may even promote a lot of inter-Africa tourism, and even why not trade, and all those things will be part of the whole process. So it is important that we are all aware of it. Let us all come out on time, be there on time, do the program, enjoy, and then we disappear to allow the infrastructural work to commence.
Exactly. I just want to also re-emphasize on the issue of time, and it states 4 p.m. for people to be there and get seated. And when we mean 4 p.m., I think, you know, when it comes to programs of those kind of magnitudes, you know, it's always very important that people not only attend, but they also attend on time and exercise decorum. Like Director has rightly said, when it comes to President and his issue of times, he is always there on time. I was around in town. I was in a car and just heard, you know, it was a radio program, and I was listening to, and I was so happy that somebody mentioned that when it comes to issue of time, the president respects time a lot, which actually it's something really unique. You know, there is nothing like Gambian time. I think it's our own self.
He has broken that taboo. He has broken that taboo about Gambian time.
So I think if the president leads by giving an example and coming on time, honestly, we have no reason to stay out late. And I think it should be a gonado this when we sit at home and trying to call is party there, is Modi on the ground to be able to make sure that you know you come. If you don't come, how would you know the program has started or it hasn't started? So once the chief executive is already there on time, I think we should respectfully be there equally on time. mbokk yi ñoo seetaan ñu ngi leen ak dalal ak jàmm ci programme bi ñu ngi ko jàllale ci Gambia Radio and Television Services suñ gan bi ñu am tey nag maanaam du gan waaye nag tey dinañ ko fi dalal muy Director of Press and Public Relations at the Office of the President Ami Bojang Sissoho te tey suñu waxtaan bi nag mooy ci wàllu inauguration wala ñu ne laying of foundation stone buy ñoo def samedi ñaar fukki fan ak ñetta ci weeri July biñ nekk nii ñeenti waxtu hôtel bi nag ñu ngi ko tuddee Radisson Blu Banjul Hotel bu ne Radisson Blu nag ñun ñëpp xam nañ ne Radisson dañ ko daan dégg ci yeneen dëkkay brand la boo xam ne du ñuy foyantoo seen brand ñu ne nag Gambia tamit bokk ñeen si ñi nga xam ne dañoo ñoo am ci Radisson Blu yaakaar naa ne loolu ndam la ci bépp Gambien yaakaar naa ne loolu ndam la ci West Africa biñ nekk nii ne Gambia ci boppam musu ñoo na xalaat ne hôtel bu mel ni Radisson Blu nañ ko fi am Radisson soo leen ko déggee brand la te yaakaar naa ne nataal yi ngeen nekk di gis ci gannaaw télé bi ak advertisement yi ngeen nekk di gis won na leen tuuti waaye wonut leen lépp nag Baboucarr Senghor mu ngi leen a jéem a cabaxal tuuti rek ngeen jéem a mosantu ci hôtel gi gis waaye ñu ne weddi gis bokku sa hôtel bi ngeen a gis noonu ci advertisement bi dinañ ko lay foundation stone bi ki ko jiite mooy His Excellency the President His Excellency Mr Adama Barrow moom mooy teg xeer bi bu mu tegee xeer bi nag ba pare liggéey bi door te du ci yàgga rek Radisson Blu Hotel bi ngeen a gis ci télé bi dinañ ko am biir Gambia moo tax ñu am fi Director of Press and Public Relations Office of the President Ami Bojang Sissoho pour ñu waxtaanee tuuti ci yëfi programme bi waaye tamit bëgg naa koo laaj tamit programme bu mel nii yaakaar naa ne programme bu rëy la waaye lu tax His Excellency President tamit ñu tànn ko mu war a ñëw tamit jox bés bi gëddaam
jërëjëf Mamadou Ndiaye li nga wax laajte boobu lu am solo la président Adama Barrow lépp loo xam ne dina doon ndam pour réewi Gambia soo ko ci ooyee dina la ci uyu surtout lu demee nii nag parce que hôtel bii nii sampa ko dafa am lu mu àndal mooy ne Gambie ñu ngi séntu pour ñu nekk njaati gi si jataay boo xam ne réewi jullit yi ñoo ko moom mbootaay boobu leen di OIC bi ñoo wax ni yaakaar naa léegi fi mu nekk xale yi ndaw yi sax dégg nañ ñuy OIC bi nag sampa hôtel bi dafa am solo parce que ñi ñoo sentu si gan du gan yu tuut te kon nag nit da ngay def la nga tollool ñi nga xam ne ñooy gan yooyu leen di ñëw di njiiti réew yi di président yi di king seen prince yi ay buur yoo xam ne si réew yi jullit yi la ñuy jógee war a ñëw kon suñ ñëwee fi ñeen a wàccee loolu nag du war a nekk lu tuut loolu doon na loo xam ne lu am solo la pour ñu am place bu mel noonu kon Gambia war nañoo ndamoo ne li nga xam ne jamono président Adama Barrow moo ko tombee mooy ne ñu mun a am hôtel yu demee noonu si biir réew mi fii kon jar na pour président bi mu jóg kon fekkee ji loolu màggal ko ni bés bi day mu dayee ni moom mu wone ne lii loo xam ne la dañ ko war a ndamoo comme de réewi Gambia parce que luy jëriñ réew mi la luy jëriñ doomi réew mi la kon nag dina am solo lool pour président bi war a fekkee loolu ñu jox ko cër bi cëralee ko pour mu teg xeer boobu di ñaan yàlla buur bi mu teg ko si jàmma ñu liggéey ko si jàmma mu jeex si jàmma ñun ñëpp ñu fekkee ko
loolu am na solo torop directeur maa ngi doon tooñ sax ne président bu jógutoon keroog sax ñun dañ koo dem jëli mu jóg ñu indi ko ci béréb ba parce que jamonoom la ci jamonoom la lu em nii xew ñu ngi ko see ndokkale bu baax a baax a baax a baax a baax a baax lii lu ñu naan bulet ci olof la lu am solo la ci réew lii day yokka taar ci réew lii day yokka job opportunities day yokka investment ba pare day yokka confidence in terms of economic growth and of course taxes tamit dina ko yokka am sorry tax authorities are also listening so the economy will keep on grow and blossom and definitely Gambia duñ nawaat benn réew ci àddina si parce que buñ ne Radisson Blu beneen dëkka dinañ ne Radisson Blu tamit Gambia buñ ne Gambia dañ soxla buur bi nga xam ne daf fi war a ñëw duñ nekk di xalaat fan lañ koo dugal buñ ne président dafa ñëw duñ jéem a am ñaari xel sikki saaka fan lañ koo dugal parce que ñu ngi ut dëkkuwaay yaakaar naa dëkk bu nekk directeur war naa ndamoolu mel
lii ndam bu rëy la pour réewi Gambia parce que loo xam ne ñu ne ñeneenti téeméeri néeg yoo xam ne utee na ak yeneen yi nga xam ne fa la buur yi war a nekk loolu ndam lu rëy la liggéey bu rëy la kuy sampa ñaari cabinet saal sax xam nga ne li nga caa dugal surtout na ñu ne la ñeneenti téeméeri néeg ñu defar ko li ci war yëpp ñu def ko ci kon loolu du xaalis bu tuuti de kon xaalis biñ cee def soo gisee ñu di ko fa def daf ko jar ñi ko faa defit daf leen ko jaral te soo gisee ñu di ko def si réew dañ war a fàttali ko OIC pour liggéeyam bi ñu am jotaay bu demee noonu si réew dawul rek ne jotaay bi def ko fa rek mu loolu yomba na moom waaye li tax ñu di ko faral di def si réew yi mooy pour jox ubbil yoon réew yooyu leen seen màggaay ak seen liggéey yokkute ñoom it ñu mun cee liggéeyaale waale yooyu leen ba nga xam ne su jotaay boobu passé ñoom it dina njëriñoo li nga xam ne mooy yoon yi mooy kii néeg yi comme hôtel yi nii mooy ñi nga xam ne liggéey yi ñu ngi ko am si diggante bi parce que fi mu nekk nii hôtel bi suñ koo sampa xam nga liggéeykat yi dinañ war a jóge si biir réew mi fu mu li ëppa yaakaar nañ ne si biir réew mi la jógee te ndaw yi moom lañ ci yaakaar parce que ndaw yi am doole ñoo am kattan ñoo am métier yi ñoom lañ yaakaar ne ñoom ñoo faa war a nekk pour liggéey ko ñaareel ba su fekkee yàlla def na bem jeex ñi nga xam ne dañ am xam-xam si liggéey hôtel ak ni ñoo liggéeyee si hôtel parce que Radisson Blu nag wax dëgg du caaxaan de ku xam Radisson Blu hôtel naka la mel si àddina si di nga xam ne loolu du caaxaan koo xam ne yaa ngi am métier yu demee noonu war nga am yaakaar ne lii de dina nekk bunta boo xam ne man it mun naa cee am suma wërsëg ci biir loolu tamit ñu gis ne du em ci loolu parce que su hôtel ubbee ñu am béykat yi ñuy béy yi nga xam ne ñoom la nit ñiy lekk ca hôtel boobu loolu dafa ubbi beneen bunta kon yaakaar boobu nga xam ne moom leen ci am dafa doon loo xam ne ñu ngi ko séntu si liggéey bii ñu ngi ko séntu si hôtel bii ni kon nag His Excellency soo gisee mu kontaan ci liggéey bii nii ñu di ko war a fekkee jàmm doon loo xam ne dafa wone ne digga lii suñ ko defee suma waa réew dinañ ci njëriñoo man su suma waa réew njëriñoo rek man dama cee bég yaakaar ne loo xam ne la ñu di ñaan yàlla ñu mootale koo sago
directeur man nag dafa am li mu xam ne lu bari dama ko dee wax ñii ji ne OIC dina am décembre ñii ñu ne OIC du am décembre ma ne xooxoo man wax bi am na ñàkk am li ma ci soxla mooy tali li ma ci soxla mooy hôtel bu baax li ma ci soxla mooy infrastructure li ma doon nama yëpp ci biti naa ko fi am nga xam ne buñ ne OIC dinañ ko fi def buñ ne summit bu dut summit nañ ko def biir Gambia te comme ni nga ko waxee rek yaakaar naa weddi gis bokku sax ñun ñëpp gis nañ OIC liñ nekk ci di nekk di liggéey ci dëkk bi tali yi weddi gis bokku sax ñun ñëpp soxla nañ tali oto yaa ngi gën a bari ci biir réew mi ñu ngay gis tali yi ñu ngay liggéey ñu ngay gis ci airport bi ñu ngay gis ay project yu bari yoo xam ne ñu ngay lay foundation stone bi so yaakaar naa ne am na solo torop with or without OIC Gambia jël project bi moomale ko seen boppa waaye nag dina dalal tamit Mfali Fadera, head of brand and communication. Like I earlier said, we also have another guest in the studio, Mr. Mfali Fadera, who is the head of brand and communication, running from one studio to another to talk about OIC. Mfali, welcome to GRTS this time around. I know it has been a hectic schedule for you, but we also wish to acknowledge your presence here. But we have on the 23rd of July 2022 the laying of the foundation stone for the construction of the highly anticipated 5-star Radisson Blu Hotel by His Excellency the President, which is just around the corner. As head of brand and communication, what is your take on this?
Thank you very much, Mr. Njai. I'm glad to be on this show.
Exactly.
And thanks for having me. But before I start, I would also like to extend greetings to my boss, Auntie Ami Bojan Sisoho, for the wonderful job that she's doing. I've been following the program on my way here.
Exactly.
And she definitely hit all the right tunes, and
Exactly.
and they are encouraging. So I just want to align myself completely with her comments. As you said rightly, the President, His Excellency Adama Barrow, who also doubles as the chairperson of the Gambia OIC Secretariat Board of Directors, has accepted the honors of laying the foundation stone for the OIC 5-star hotel, which will be a Radisson Blu branded hotel. As a secretariat, we are excited and we are looking forward to the date with a lot of excitement and encouragement, knowing what the future holds for us as a country as far as this hotel is concerned, because it will not only provide a befitting accommodation experience for the guests coming for the summit, but it will also help in diversifying our tourism portfolio in so many ways. I'm sure our conversations will get to that. But for example, you look at the luxury hotel market across Africa, it is rising. Across the world, it is a multi-billion-dollar industry. And we hope that with the coming of Radisson Blu, which is an international franchise known all over the world for their excellent services, we hope that the Gambia can also tap into that market. That way, we will be reaching out, for new clients other than the normal clientele that we have that usually come for the sea, sun, and the sun. But you'll have something else, something different, because we have to also accept that and know that there are certain category of tourists. All that they're looking for is luxurious leisure facilities.
And these are high-spending tourists.
Tourists. I was even going to come to that.
Exactly.
So the coming of the hotel is a great deal and a big deal for this country, and that is why we are all taking excitement in it as a secretariat, but also even at my own personal level, and I'm really looking forward to it.
I can see that. I definitely know when you talk about Radisson Blu, the first thing that comes in anybody's mind is the brand.
Yeah.
I think it's a respected worldwide brand.
Absolutely.
When you talk about Radisson Blu, it's a worldwide brand, and luckily we are having it in the Gambia. Director and I, before you came, had actually discussed about the side benefits of having this project. Not only about having the project, but we also have other benefits that Gambians are going to, going to enjoy from this. But of course, imploring also on Gambians to also take ownership of this project. I think that is very important.
It is indeed very important. More often than not, we tend to complain and not necessarily act.
Exactly.
These projects are here for Gambians, and we expect Gambians to take the initiative to be part of it. Take the initiative, be part of it. Underline that word.
Exactly.
You have to take the initiative. We cannot come and force you to take it.
Exactly.
So by taking the initiative, what I am saying here is you have to express interest. You have to go and meet the people concerned. Our doors are open. Our offices are open. Come and then, we will definitely put you through. And one thing that I want to really emphasize is that as far as the Secretariat is concerned, we want local content to be seen in this project. Across all our projects, we want to make sure that it benefits the citizens, the people, especially young people, young people and women, as much as possible. The opportunities is here. Take advantage. Talk to the right people. Knock on the right doors. We have a very open door policy. We will always refer you to the right people and the right offices to allow to give chance to everybody to participate. So that is what we want to employ on people, because building a capital project like this would require a lot of skilled and unskilled labor.
Exactly.
So that being the case, we have some quite good skilled young people in the Gambia. Let them take advantage.
Good.
For example, in one of our project sites, I had the chance to visit, and it was really refreshing to see that young people were part of it.
Exactly.
Almost more than 150.
Exactly.
And among them were women, young girls.
Quite impressive.
Young girls, yes, doing quite engaging into trades that are traditionally known as men job.
Exactly.
So men job. So I think we want the same spirit. Let people come out, and go for these jobs.
Good.
Definitely.
Now, the construction of this hotel is part of the OIC project, if I am right.
That's correct.
Which is taking cue from other projects that have actually been laid a foundation stone, or some of them have actually even completed, like the ICC Center. Now we're seeing the foundation stone for the construction of this important hotel also. But let's look at the day itself. The president is going to attend, and what are other side events that are going to happen on the day itself, apart from the laying of the foundation stone?
Yeah, well, that's an important question. The event itself will be divided into two parts.
Okay.
Mainly, the first part will be entertainment. We have our legendary kora player, Jaliba Kuyate. He will be there to entertain the guests. To help him would be cultural groups, which we are putting together in collaboration with the National Center for Arts and Culture, because the event has something to do with travel and tourism. So in the best of Gambia, we want to make sure that we also put on display
Brand Gambia.
exactly what we have to offer in terms of culture. And then the second half is the speeches and the statements. And the keynote one will come from the president, also supported by other stakeholders that have a stake in this. And then we will have the foundation stone laying itself, the symbolic gesture of the president, demonstrating the commencement of work.
Good.
So pretty much, as far as the program is concerned, this is how it looks like.
Good.
Yeah.
I would say the foundation laying by the president is more or less the icing on the cake.
Cake, absolutely. Well, that's what, yeah.
Exactly. I definitely think we're definitely looking forward for an exciting, activity on, July 23rd at Bijilo. That's the laying of the foundation stone. Like I said, this project belongs to Gambians, and it's important that we take ownership of this very important project. But I'm just being informed that we have just few minutes to wrap up this program. But before we go, Director, what are some of the things you would want to emphasize during this important event?
Yeah, I just want to appeal to all Gambians, as Fali mentioned. This is for the Gambia, it's for Gambians, and it is an opportunity for the Gambia. Let us make best use of it, reach out to the right people, get the right information so that you can also be involved and be part of the whole process. And we want to implore on everybody to be seated on time so that His Excellency will be there on time, and then this ceremony and the whole program can start on time. I know he's going to be excited, and we pray that we witness it in good health.
Inshallah. Thank you very much. Fali?
Yes, I just want to re-echo similar sentiments to say the OIC projects are here for all and sundry. Every Gambian, irrespective of where you come from, irrespective of your political persuasion, your religious affiliation, wherever you may come from, your socio-linguistic background, it is here for all and sundry.
Exactly.
The benefits that will come out of this project does not know how you look like or what language you speak. They are here for everybody. So we just want to encourage people to continue to support the OIC. If they require any information whatsoever, they can come to our offices or they can engage us on our official lines of communication. We are very much open. I think that is what is more encouraging,
Exactly.
rather than sitting in your corners and be speculating about things you have no idea.
Exactly. You know, just because we didn't have much time, I was gonna, delve into other things, but that are relevant and irrelevant at some point. There have been a lot of few distractions from corner sites, and I think, as far as nation building is concerned, OIC has an open door policy. The president has an open door policy. Whatever one needs to find out could easily contact you people. I think Gambia has reached a stage we need less of distraction and more on focus and also delivering on the goods. Like you rightly said, if the roads are done and complete, I will be the first one to apply it even before you doing the hard job. So I think it's important that projects like these are well supported by all and sundry, regardless of political affiliation, regardless of tribe, religion, sex and whatever, color and whatever. And, come inshallah on July 23rd, we all come out in our numbers and support this initiative in just a few seconds, because we are almost wrapping up.
Yeah, just to say thanks for having me, and we call on everybody to come and join the president in this grand occasion. It means so much to not only the president and the government, but it means a lot for this country. So that being the case, we should all come out and support it and make sure it is a success.
And make sure it is a success from Banjul to Basse, Kiang to Amdalai, you name it. The program is entirely for the Gambia and for the people of this country. This important landmark edifice will stay in this country, and Gambians will benefit it, and all residents of this country. So join us, everybody, and I call on everybody watching this program to join His Excellency the President and the OIC team and all Gambians on July 23rd, 2022 in Bigelow for the grand foundation stone laying by His Excellency, the President of the Radisson Blu, Banjul. It has been a very interesting program, Director, and we wish all Gambians to support this very important initiative as the Gambia gears up to the hosting of the OIC Banjul Summit. Thank you very much, viewers, for watching. Until then, bye-bye.
The Gambia OIC Secretariat, in collaboration with the Office of the President and Imogam Hotels and Resorts, wishes to invite the general public to the foundation stone laying of a 5-star Radisson Blu Hotel by the President of the Republic of the Gambia, His Excellency Adama Barrow, on Saturday, 23rd July 2022 at 4 p.m. The construction of a 5-star hotel is one of the key priority projects in preparation for the forthcoming OIC Heads of States and Government Summit. The hotel will ensure the guests receive a befitting accommodation experience. Additionally, it will diversify our tourism portfolio by providing luxurious accommodation facilities for high-end tourists. Let's come out and support this massive development.
Bogi tuti mfun timban kingala ning tun timban